welcome to Ross-Age Stadium, home to the Purdue Boilermakers here in West Lafayette, Indiana, and they have been ready to go boiler up since early this morning. Today, a Big Ten clash, and you know when you square off against a conference opponent, the blood boils a little hotter. The Nittany Lions will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Boilermakers offense comes onto the field first today. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
The Boilermakers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Here comes the heat. Gets rid of it. Grab near the marker. It's Brock. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
The option look.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you've got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Handoff from the gun. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Third down coming up.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Yeah, and this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities, mission number one, right? Every single game you go into last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. So Penn State's offense has the ball for the first time. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. When you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
Out of the gun, they give to the back. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Nittany Lions move the chains with some signature hard-nosed running.
Some Big Ten physicality, some Big Ten running the football. Got to have it. Got to start with that when you're in the Big Ten and when you're at Penn State.
They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Nice complimentary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job on the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
Power football with the run. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They'll try to get it through the air. Got the back over the middle. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap, and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning too. That was beautiful.
Looking to throw on first down. Get it out on the screen. They've got him down. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
On target to the left. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's first down in the red zone at the 10. The Nittany Lions have it in scoring position on first and goal.
Cooler 18! Cooler 18! Ready!
To the air on first down. Back's got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They'll run the screen. Beck's going for the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
That's just so frustrating. Play after play after play, you line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Catch in the middle. It's Ellington. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
Oh, they're after him. Had to get rid of it quickly. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage.
Fires one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on 4th.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Here's the handoff. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll try the run. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. He'll take it himself. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? And having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Tight end getting vertical. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
The Nittany Lions are rolling down the field. Handoff to the single back. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Out of the gun, the inside give. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
That's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Back has it, keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
And this is an area of the field, man, who can be more physical. And you know I'm going to run the football a lot of times in these goal-to-go situations. First and goal, can I be physical? Can I get closer? The defense won that physical battle. Interested to see now if the offense thinks they can still run, or do they go to the passing game?
Wide out trying to get it in. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Nice second down defense there that time. It looked like the defense was anticipating the drag route that time. You saw they were able to rally to the ball, get him down on the ground. It now sets up third down in the red zone. Let's see what they do here.
The line of scrimmage, the 2, and these final 2 yards might be the toughest here on third down. Looking for the goal line. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Nice execution by this defense. One of the strengths of this offense is third down. They're really good at it. They were ready. Nice job getting the guy on the ground, forcing the fourth down.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They could make this a 2-possession game with a field goal, but they want to put a little distance, a little cushion to their lead. They'll go for it on fourth down. Into the end zone, and make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field, and the Boilermakers buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense doesn't have much space to go backwards anymore, right? They've given that up, man. You got to be physical. You got to find a way to get this ball out of the area of your own end zone. You don't want to flirt with the safety, and that means being physical and getting your back downhill, not going backwards.
Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. The Boilermakers will punt it away on 4th down. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. He gets a block. Powers through. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. Here's the thing. That's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Brock. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Boilermakers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Brock. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be...
Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Got room on the return. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Penn State! Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Michigan State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. Sparty has picked itself up off the canvas before, and this group is capable of it again today. They're trailing by 11 to Wisconsin. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing it. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom, I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The Boilermakers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Foster. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Here's a heat. Grabbed in the middle. It's Funk. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
Hey, listen, as a receiver, you're running that hitch route against man coverage. You can't loaf on it, right? I know it's just a little short throw, but you've got to make the defender think you might be going deep. So a nice job not just taking it easy on the play. He put his foot in the ground, he drove back to the ball, and made it easy on his quarterback.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Punt is on its way. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The give to the tailback. Makes his man miss. Still running at the 40. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense and their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
At the 40, there he goes. It's a seam wide open. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Well, the offense is humming now, and you're seeing they can generate explosive plays in a variety of ways. They had the big run on the previous play. That time they're able to take a shot. Everything they're dialing up right now is working beautifully.
Here's 1st and goal, and they could go to the locker room with a huge cushion. He's looking to pass. He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. At the 35, he's open. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Makes the grab. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Defense playing a bail technique. Pocket breaking down. Pressure is all over him, and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in West Lafayette today, and welcome into the halftime update. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ross-Ade Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Boilermakers will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Finds the tight end. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Bringing the heat. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. And the Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. To the ground with the back.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
The give on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Off the play fake. Rushes on him. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down, fourth down coming up. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This kicker brags that he can kick an 80-yard field goal. He'll settle for a 59-yarder here. And he rushes it right through the upright. It's good from 59. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. The run from the shotgun. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat him.
On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Hunt is on its way. No fair catches here, looking for room. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Got it in the middle. It's Ellington. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Boilermakers decide to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Fights off a defender. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be.
Running free. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Nittany Lions pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. From the gun, running back gets the give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. They go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They're just handing the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No, sir, no mas. Get it together.
We've reached the break, and Penn State is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. He wants to throw it. Sets up the screen. Turning it on. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They'll play it safe and try for 3. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Here we go, set.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks that this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. The Boilermakers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Brock. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Hold offense.
Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Well, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. He leaves it with his back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This Nittany Lion defense has just been suffocating. The front 7 has been dominant. Guys like Jack Ham would be proud.
Yeah, just big, physical, just owning the guys up front. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. The Penn State D-line just dominating this football.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Grabbed over the middle. It's Foster. He will not get it. A 4th down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. Leaves it with the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Shotgun snap on third down. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3, balls at the 18.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Good, right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Snap from the gun on third down. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Funk. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. The Boilermakers will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. That's caught. It's Ellington. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Man, I love this guy's toughness. All game long, he's been getting hit. He's been sacked multiple times, and here we are late in the game. He's still staring down the barrel, gets nailed, but is able to deliver a big completion for his offense.
He's got an open man. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. He wants to throw it again. Fires into the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. And that one is picked up in the end zone.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. Got the first down. Looking for more. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? Leaves it with the running back.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job of this team being ready, getting the W.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.